Today, Porsches include 11 911s, a 914, a 944, a 968, a Boxster, and a Cayman. Ferraris include two 456s, an F355, and a special honorable mention. Hi there. Porsche sold a Bring a Trailer include a white over black and red, highly modified Subaru-Powered 1976 914 that sold for $12,500. Lots of opportunities here, and I'm unsure what benefit the Subie engine affords except complexity. This was perhaps fair, perhaps well sold. A GT Silver over Cocoa Brown 2004 Boxster S 550 Anniversary Edition with 41,000 miles sold for $18,750. A multi-accident victim, the Carfax report shows that the front, right side, rear, left rear, and right rear sustained minor to moderate damage in December 2017, and the rear and left rear sustained minor damage in March 2020. One of 1,953 produced, this was a slight bargain. A stone gray 1988 944S with 71,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $28,000. A 944 in exceptional condition, this was well sold. A rubystone Rest of World 1992 968 Coupe with 88,000 kilometers sold for $66,500. A Japanese market car imported to the U.S. in 2023. It's in very good condition and it was very well sold. And it's colorful. A silver 2.4-liter powered 1970 911T Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $92,500. A solid car, this was on the high side of fair. The prototypical late 80s 911, a Guards Red 1987 Coupe with 75,000 miles, presented by a great seller, sold for $95,911. Clean car and a sale price on the high side of fair, typical also for this seller. A black 1991 911 Coupe with 111,000 miles sold for $100,000. A broken odometer car, this fact and the non-standard wheels held down bidding. This was perhaps well purchased. A meteor gray over gray 18,000 mile 2009 911 Turbo Cabriolet sold for $106,500. Gray over gray sounds boring, but meteor gray is interesting and the interior is stone. This was a fair sale on a tremendous performer. A jet black 5,000 mile 2019 911 GT3 Touring sold for $242,000. Not a fan of the red gauges. Sticker here was $182,000. Big dollars for a 4-year-old and somewhat used car, but fair viewed against comparables. A GT Silver over Cognac and Black 3,700 kilometer 2019 911 Speedster located in Canada sold for $351,000. A Heritage Edition equipped car that stickered for $352,000 Canadian. This was well sold. For Ferrari, a narrow 1995 456 GT with 41,000 miles sold for $76,000. A bargain price, this car was owned by American Hot Rod presenter Boyd Coddington. A Rosso Corsa over Tan 1995 F355 with 23,000 miles sold for $87,000. A decent car, this was a fair sale price. On P-Car Market, a primered 1969 Porsche 911E Cayman Coupe project car sold for $24,511. I think this was well sold. A Guards Red 50,000 mile 2004 911 C4S sold for $44,500. 996 C4Ss are wonderful, balanced performers, and they have a look that's very similar to a turbo. This was a fair sale. A Midnight Blue 1995 911 C4 Coupe with 104,000 miles sold for $75,000. Bid and unsold at $71,000 in an auction 4 months ago, this sale was on the low side of fair. A Python Green 7,000-mile 2021 Cayman GT4 sold for $112,250. Stickered at $118, this was well sold. A Grigio Medio 1975 911 Silver Anniversary 3.5-liter Custom sold for $150,000. Few traces of the original Silver Anniversary remain. However, the car now far exceeds the original. Patrick Motorsports built the entire powertrain, and the other mods are almost all very nice. This was a fair sale. An Amethyst 1992 911 Carrera RS with 87,000 kilometers located in Switzerland sold for $236,000. Look at those seats. Beautiful, rare, and now in the hands of a buyer who previously owned 4 other RSs. Well sold. Another Swiss car, this a Rosso Fiorino, one owner, 4,000-mile 1998 456 MGT, sold for $130,456. To me, a color about 17 notches up the ladder from Rosso Corsa. Pardon me, Enzo. This was a fair sale on a very well-maintained and little-driven V12 road car. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met December 26th and 27th. A black over, cashmere beige 1995 911 Cabriolet with 49,000 miles was bid to $52,000. A linen over black 3,100-mile 1989 911 Speedster presented by a great seller was bid to $220,000. An Argento over Rosso 1987 Ferrari 328 GTS with 68,000 miles was bid to $63,000. On Cars and Bids, a black 2005 Ferrari 612 Scaglietti with 33,000 miles was bid to $121,000. On P-Car Market, a sand beige 1966 Porsche 912 Coupe was bid to $37,750. An interesting honorable mention today, and one that will grace today's short video, a white Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta short wheelbase recreation by Stefano Allegretti, located in Switzerland, sold for $767,000. Based on a 250 GTE chassis, this is as close to a new old stock Ferrari as one can get. This was well sold on a nearly one-of-a-kind car. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well.